then, we're back at ya. It took a little bit of time, but we're here. Let's do it. What was it? Chale, Scholar time. Realm Reborn. Let's do it. What was it? New Game Plus. Alka-Zolka has worked tirelessly researching the military tactics of Nim, an ancient civilization that once flourished during the 5th Astral Era. With your help, he is able to retrieve an assortment of relics that would offer him the knowledge he seeks. Unto you, they would offer the strategic arts of the scholar, as well as an unexpected new companion. What? No carbuncles? What is this heathen worstness ever? Anyway, oh yeah, also I have Wind-Up Realbond, so let's check that one out. We were talking about it a little bit before. Originally crafted to promote the grand companies of Eorzea, these clockwork dolls are often rewarded to company members for exceptional service. There are 3 models of wind-up leaders, one to represent each of the 3 heads of LIMSALOMINSA, GRIDANIA, and UL'DAH. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Minfilia. Rip Minfilia! Ripperoni. Alright, let's ditch this joint. Muri has knowledge of an intriguing opportunity. Chachale, have you any interest in history? If so, I would share with you an opportunity to study the ways of the ancients. A curiously refined and well-read marauder visited the guild the other day in the hopes that he might meet an arcanist of exceptional skill. He claims that the assistance of one such individual would be invaluable for the success of his archaeological research. I say claims because, despite his eloquence, the thought of a marauder with academic ambitions still strikes me as odd. You are, of course, free to formulate your own opinions. His name is Alka-Zolka, and he can be found at the Marauders Guild should curiosity overwhelm you. Huh. That sounds weird, but I mean, it doesn't matter because all of you are like children compared to my genius. So it's not like he's any different. Got him. Alright then. What is this little tiny Lalafell? Who is this sassy lost child? Thank you for setting aside your preconceptions, Chachale. I am acutely aware how unusual it is for a marauder to conduct research, as it were. However, you shall soon understand that I am not at all like my more muscular brethren. Rather than rush blindly into the enemy's maw, I formulate and execute stratagems to great effect. My archaeological pursuits are but an extension of this practice, for at present I am researching the military tactics of ancient Nim. 'Twould not surprise me if you are unfamiliar with Nim. The civilization flourished some 15-odd centuries ago, during the 5th Astral Era. The Nimians lived during an age of wonders, when the magical arts flourished, but magics can be wielded for weal or for woe, and this period of peace eventually gave way to the Great War of the Magi. The nations of that bygone era brought earth-shattering magics to bear against one another. Yet Nim, with only a handful of mages to support its army of mariners, repulsed would-be invaders time and time again. Precisely how a military force of this composition could defy its stronger neighbors is a mystery which has long puzzled military historians. By translating extant Nimian tablets, which I have recently purchased, I mean to solve that riddle at long last. As my knowledge of Arcanima is cursory at best, I require an experienced arcanist to assist me with my analysis of any text pertaining to the magical arts. Would you be that arcanist, Chachale? Sure, why not? There is, however, a complication. The Nimian tablets and other assorted relics, for which I paid an exceedingly large amount of money, were stolen en route to LIMSALOMINSA. That information inscribed on those tablets could be of untold significance. I will not allow thieves to sell it to some ritual dawn collector for a pittance. Pray accompany me to the Raincatcher Gully docks and help me reclaim my relics. I have strong reason to believe the perpetrators can be found there. Alteron, the words well-read and marauder have never been used in the same sentence in any other piece of literature. Only this one. Final Fantasy XIV, Breaking New Ground. Teleport! It's time to teleport! Oh, it's time to teleport! Let's teleport! It's time to teleport! Yeah! Teleport! It's time to teleport! Yeah! Teleport! That's Chachale's song about teleporting. There you go, that's the secret. Everyone has a specific teleporting song. Did you know? Let's do it. Oh, I forgot. I should probably... there we go. Probably have an Emerald Carbuncle out if I'm being forced to be an Arcanist at this point. As I suspected, they are not more than broken men who have seized the docks and taken to robbing every passing ship. Come, let us put an end to their banditry and take back what's ours. Heck yeah. How about the knaves? Oops. I forgot. You want to bang them first. Oh well, they're already dying. Alka-Zolka is trying really hard to get aggro as a tank, but T'Challa ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Nice. Do you see any others? No? Excellent. Now help me search for the tablets. I don't know, maybe it's in this stolen crate. Polly, he ain't the best tank, let's be honest. Yes, this is it, a treatise on Nimian military tactics, just as I had hoped. What's this sassy lost? What the crap? I was trying to make a joke and this thing appeared. Kill it! Get the bug spray! Ah! It's flying around! What the crap? Hello there? Don't just talk to it! What? It's flashing around! It's zipping! Like a cockroach! Mayhap the tablet can explain this. Mumble. Scholars, their familiars are... Fairies?! The sunlight of Eos doth soothe and shield. The moonlight of Selene doth silence and strengthen. What? There's two? Wow. T'Challa. What the? By the 12, have you any idea what this means? We have discovered the long-lost magical arts of Nimian scholars. Huh. They had fairies that just hung out with them? Weird. So, we won't be needing the bug spray. Fairies! Honest to God's fairies! Well, now I have seen everything. Anyway, I shall return to the guild and begin translating the tablet. I cannot wait to see what other secrets it contains. And this fairy skipper just appears out of nowhere. Back to LIMSA. They have, yeah. I was gonna talk about that. Yeah, I'll mention that when we actually technically unlock it. Fairy skipper, more like fairy skipper. Lamau got him. Good one, Alteron. Got him. Excellent timing, Chichale. I've just finished transcribing a section which will doubtless be of interest to you. According to the tablet, this crystal from which the fairy sprang forth is called the Soul of the Scholar, and it contains the wisdom of those long-dead Nemean mages. With it, you can call upon the fairy as you did before and bind her to your will. Wow, that's kind of creepy. As I said before, I have little knowledge of Arcanima, so unless you have some objections, I would like to entrust the crystal to you. Ooh, and you needn't recompense me. Simply knowing that the lost arts are being preserved is enough. I shall devote my energies to deciphering the remaining text. Should I discover anything new, I promise you'll be the first to know. Next Scholar Quest will be available from Alcazolca upon reaching level 35. Scholar unlocked. Don't mind if I do. Fairy is awoken by the soul of the scholar. With the soul of the scholar equipped, you can summon a fairy to aid you in battle. When called forth, she will assume the form of a healer-type pet. So let's get that going. Oh, I can't equip the soul of the summoner because why? This here is only... Yep, this one isn't a scholar one. Arg! Arg! This is gonna mess everything up. Oh well. We gotta change it around now. Ah, there we go. Equip. Go back. Go back. There we go. Back, back, back. John. We'll use those for now. There we go. Back to normal. Yeah. Okay. No. That better. Okay, we'll go with that. That looks okay. We're good. We're good. We're fine. We're good. Okay, anyway, so Eos and Celine. Let's do it. Let's show them off. Summon Eos. There we go. Oops. There we go. You'll notice, actually, even though we have Ruin, it's actually a different spell than the Arcanist one. In fact, if I recall, the potency is actually less. And so is the bio. The only thing that remains of our actual Arcanist class stuff is Resurrection. They changed this because back in the day, people would be like, well, they have the potency of a DPS, so that's why Scholar is actually better at DPSing. Scholars just shouldn't heal. Just leave the pet to do it. And it was real. People were dumb. Anyway. Yeah, F it will do it live. Exactly. Thanks, Alteron. Anyway, so the point is that we have Eos. Where are you? There you are. Eos. Eos's abilities will let you cast Whispering Dawn, which is a regen. Gives you a little regen that regenerates HP. It also allows you to use, what was it? Later on, you'll get Fey Illumination, which makes it so that you can... increases your magic healing potency. So really nice, really awesome. They're really good. And then we have Selene. Or Selene? Selene? In Japanese it's Selene, so we're going with Selene. Her ability is Whispering Dawn and Fey Illumination. They are exactly the same. Back in the day, Selene could silence foes and also like act as an Esuna, but then they just decided that because no one was using Selene because she was more of an offensive pet type, they were just like, you know what, screw it, no one is using her, we'll just keep them exactly the same. So if you like blue, if you like green and blue or yellow and purple, just choose what you like. It's really cute. Both of them are cute. I choose Selene because almost everyone chooses Eos, and it's just nice to be different. So there you go. There we go. Yeah, and so Alteron, it's so weird that they didn't actually adjust the dialogue, but like they were saying, oh, Eos heals and this one silences. No, they don't. They're exactly the same. Why? Don't ask questions why they didn't change it. Because then at that point it would be like, what do you even say? One looks pretty and the other looks elegant? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's just keep going. Ah, Chichale, I was hoping you might come along. Deciphering the treaties has proven more difficult than I anticipated, but I have nevertheless made progress. It contains a wealth of military knowledge, much of which details the role of scholars in Nimian units. Apparently, a single scholar could provide effective support for an entire party of marauders. They would employ their magics to heal the wounds and enhance the abilities of their allies. Moreover, they often served in leadership roles, as they were highly trained tacticians. But how swiftly the remembrance of all things is buried under the gulf of eternity. The treatise indicates that Nimian scholars wielded a far more diverse repertoire of spells than you currently possess. Precisely why you lack these spells, I cannot say. However, the fault may lie with your fairy. One could surmise that the knowledge contained within the soul of the scholar is essentially hers. Therefore, if she cannot remember the ancient magics, it would suggest that... A thought occurs to me. If it is indeed the case that the fairy, having been sealed for 1500 years, has yet to regain her senses, mayhap visiting a familiar location would hasten the process. And I could think of no more familiar place than the city of Nim, rather, what remains of it in outer La NOSCEA. Alright, let's explore the floating city of Nim, in outer La NOSCEA. Let's go searching. Oh, by the way, for the level 30, we learned a thing called Ad Loquium. It heals you, but it also applies a little bit of a health, what is it? We call it a bubble. I always call them bubbles. But yeah, it grants galvanize to the target, nullifying damage equal to 125% of the amount of HP restored. So you can see, a magic barrier is nullifying damage. This is why scholars work well with white mages, and you kind of want at least one person who will, like, regenerate, and one person who will bubble. That's kind of how it works when you work them together. So that was how it was back in A Realm Reborn, and then Arcanist, not Arcanist, geez, Astrologian came and kind of messed everything up for a bit. We'll see what happens when Sage comes out in Endwalker, and we'll see how healing ends up becoming. Fairy is straining to remember. Oh, I forgot I wanted to take off these. There we go. Unequip, unequip. There we go. And unequip. There we go. Ugh. There we go. Now I don't. Now they won't pop up weirdly in cutscenes. A Forgotten Whisper. Is that like the yokai whisper? He's my favorite in Yokai Watch. He's so dumb. I love him. Yeah, it's essentially an overheal at that point. And most overheal bubbles don't stack with each other. Some, especially if you like stack with a scholar and then a white mage's overheal bubble, then you can do them together. And I think Dark Knight also has his own bubble that he can use. So there's lots of these going around. Also, this one sucks because like you're trying to like not get attacked, and then this curl is just standing here ready to eat you if you're like at level. Sucks. You gotta kill him. Thank goodness I don't gotta kill him. Observe the distant Nimian ruins. Look at those distant Nimian ruins out there. You can even land on this one, except you can't land. It won't let you. Can I go? Nope. They're just like, nope, don't get to see that one. Alright, Hey, Eos. Hey, Selene. Look at it. To remember stuff so I can be cool and powerful. Please. Well, the forgotten whispers of Nim have helped the fairies' memories. Oh yeah, let's head back to LIMSALOMINSA and try to ignore all the furries and cat girls who are dancing naked around the area. Nice! No one loaded in! No! They loaded in too fast! Thank goodness. Shoot! Didn't have to look at them. Boing! This is why LIMSALOMINSA is the worst place. People are like, well, it's so convenient. No, it's not. It's the worst. Never go to LIMSA. Welcome back, Chichale. I gather the experiment went with success? Then this strongly suggests that each fairy is a distinct individual with her own thoughts, feelings, and memories. Well, I must redouble my efforts to translate the remaining text. At this rate, your discoveries threaten to overshadow mine. Not to bemoan your accomplishments, but I have yet to decipher any equally amazing stratagems. Soon enough, though. Soon enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, also, The Last Remnants is a play on the Square Soft published game. Well, Square Enix published Last Remnant. And we have Sucker, which is basically just Medica 2. It heals everyone and also gives them a Galvanize. Yeah, same amount of thing, but the cure potency is less, so you definitely don't want to, like, use a whole lot at once. You don't want to spam it too much when you can just use one on one person. How curious that you always come at the most opportune time, Chichale. 'Tis to divine providence, almost. Doubly so, since we have both been blessed with a chance to refine our respective arts. You see, in your absence, I have been studying a section of the Nimian treatise detailing marauder fighting techniques. The fundamentals do not differ much from modern methods, but there are slight variations in footwork and grip, as well as the distinctions between the various ranges, and the attacks best employed when, forgive me, I lost sight of the more pertinent point. Nimian scholars and marauders fought side by side, yes? Well, now you and I have an opportunity to do the same. A Tonberry has been spotted in Bronze Lake, and the Marauders Guild has been tasked to dispatch it. Since Tonberries dwell within the Wanderer's Palace, an ancient Nimian temple recently discovered in the wake of the calamity, there is a strong possibility that the creatures have resided there since before the fall of Nim. Do you follow my reasoning, Chichale? These malevolent creatures may have overrun the temple and claimed it for their own at the height of Nimian civilization. They may have posed a major threat to the ancient people, even. If so, then surely facing one in battle would rekindle the memories of your fairy. Even if I am mistaken, the Tonberry poses a threat to the locals anyway. Moreover, I would very much like to put my newly learned Nimian techniques to the test. So we'll rendezvous outside Wanderer's Palace, yes? Let's do it. Camp Bronze Lake. Oh man, I'm so thirsty. I've been talking so much. Sweet. Here, boing! Oh yeah! Okay, I can fly. Oh no, it's a fight! Who would have thought? Alright, here we go. Well met, Chichale. I had only just arrived myself. 'Twas in this vicinity that the Tonberry was last sighted. With luck, it will not have gone far. What the? Oh no, East is just flying around. Tonberry! Oh man, look at that little lamp. Look, atop the stairs! Oh jeez, he even stole one of the scholar hats. The fiend! My son, my dear son, At long last, oh jeez, the rancor, it rises, it comes. Let's beat the crap out of it. Defeat the Tonberry Wanderer. I shall draw his desire, T'Challa. Lend me your support! Okay, this kind of sucks because Alka-Zolka can be healed, but the fairy does not try to heal him. So you have to heal him, and it sucks because what is this fairy gonna do? She's just gonna stand there and do literally nothing. Sucks. Oh no, what the? Did the Tonberry summon those abominations? Aw, jeez, that's a lot of enemies. Alka-Zolka, be careful. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm out of mana. That's okay, though. I'm good. I'm good. Let's finish this guy off. Oh. Boop. Hit him with the book. Yeah! Stop! The fairy? What are you doing? Move, damn you! The Tonberry's getting away! Confound it all! Oh. Why does that fairy look relieved? I knew it! The fairy was secretly working against us this whole time. The fairy is evil! We've got to destroy her! See, this is why Celine is the best one, because Celine wouldn't have, wouldn't have stopped us from murdering that Tonberry. What happened, T'Challa? I thought you could control her. Hey, man, that was Eos. Eos is a loser and a stupid duty face. I apologize. I know you've only just begun working with the fairy. I don't know, disobedience is to be expected. Axemaster Wernzun will be disappointed, but there's naught we can do. The Tonberry is long gone. Let us return to LIMSALOMINSA. We'll get him next time, and next time we won't have Eos out ruining everything. Eos is her own woman. Yeah. I can't control her. Come on, man. This guy is such a misogynist. You're totally right. T'Challa, permit me to apologize a second time. Earlier, I was flustered and not myself. Perhaps there was a rancor about you? In the aftermath of the Tonberry's escape, I completely overlooked our accomplishments. We confirmed the viability of Nemean tactics and proved that a scholar and marauder working in tandem is a force to be reckoned with, would you not say? And correct me if I'm not mistaken, but your fairy regained some of her memories, yes? With that in mind, I feel comfortable claiming that this was a worthwhile endeavor. However, do try and gain better mastery over your minion, T'Challa. I would hate for a repeat of that incident. And I didn't even gain an ability. Sucks. Good to see you, Chichale. I have made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. I have come into possession of several ancient engravings, including some which show the traditional raiments of Nemean scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of some of these illustrations, coupled with information gleaned from other sources, was sufficient to deduce their design. At present, it is impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are. That is why I propose we enlist the aid of Eorzea's preeminent artisans, so that we might recreate the garments. Should they prove sufficiently authentic, I expect your fairy will regain more of her missing memories. In the hands of a preeminent weaver, say Master Rendolent Rose of Silk Tapestries, this information should be sufficient. Ah, but you cannot journey to UL'DAH until you have gathered the leaves of a direwort. My text explicitly mentions that the plant's pigments were used to dye Nemean uniforms. Alas, direwort is much rarer than in the days of yore. It can only be found in the fog fens now. Lest you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not. While you scour Mordona for the plant, I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help, though I doubt it will require much effort. Direwort, huh? That is in Mordona! Who's this sassy lost child? Oh, I think it's just an actual, animal. I thought it was someone's mount. I was gonna go meet him halfway and say hi, but nope. I know it can fly no higher, that's why I'm going down, you stupid game. Jeez. Even the game is stupid. Thank goodness I'm a genius. Alright, Selene, don't screw this up. Protect me. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of wild morbals. Have fun being dead, all of you. Got him. Nice. Alright, UL'DAH! If it's Rendolent Rose, it should be Weaver's Guild. I suppose you do have a rather scholarly air about you. I've been expecting you, Chichale. Have you the leaves and Alcazolca's designs, then? Well-learned and well-dressed. A thesis written by Alcazolca on the proper habiliments of a scholar. The deep blue-green sap extracted from the tiny leaves of this fleshy plant was once used across Vilbrand to dye cloth. Huh. Vilbrand? How did it get on the mainland, then? Weird. Crafting raiments that have not been seen in 1500 years. This is indeed a daunting challenge. But it is one I suspect I will enjoy a great deal, for rare is the day a weaver revives ancient fashion. I shall begin at once. You may observe if you like, but be aware it will be a lengthy process. I can't see anything. Did you at least give me a stool? It has been a long time since I labored with such intensity. I adhered to Alcazolca's designs as best I could, though there were certain aspects I felt compelled to change. His lack of familiarity with textiles and weaving led to what I can only assume are errors. You will note that I could only complete the culottes. That is because the other garment requires skills I do not possess. Mistress Serendipity and Geva of the Goldsmith and Leatherworkers Guilds, respectively, can provide the finishing touches to the remaining pieces. Ah, but you were unaware I could not craft the full set by myself, weren't you? Very well, I shall send word to them on your behalf, T'Challa. You will need only visit each guild and present them my unfinished work. So I got the culottes. Oh man, I always forget. Aren't culottes the pantaloons? There we go. Oh boy! Schoolgirl stockings! Thanks, game! Not creepy at all! Actually, I should probably just use the Ethernet shard. Teleport to the Goldsmith's Guild, oh yeah. Uh-oh, that was Kalosa's song. What was it? It was like, teleport, ooh. Teleport, oh yeah, we're teleporting. We're teleporting, yeah. Something like that. I forget. I already forgot. Greetings, T'Challa. Red said you'd be along shortly. So, let's see that mortar board. Oh, I love it because he's Rendolent Rose, so she calls him Red. The finishing touches are all that remains on these fine pieces of scholarly raiments. What is the goldsmith gonna do? Oh, right, because the border board adds glasses as well, so she's gonna be the glasses lady. This shouldn't take long. Wait here a moment. Here it is, as promised. Amazing what a difference a mithril tassel can make, isn't it? Oh, you're gonna make a tassel. Okay, sure. And also the glasses, I assume. Wear it with pride, T'Challa. Now off you go. Be sure to enjoy your time in Gridania. Yes! Alright. Got ourselves a mortar board! Yeah! I kind of kept to the... Because, see, yeah, the mithril spectacles are pretty... like, big, so now it basically looks the same. You can actually take off the glasses if you want. You can adjust the visor. But why would you? The glasses are the best part. Come on, man. Ugh. People are... Everyone who doesn't understand fashion are terrible losers. And also not as smart and cool as T'Challa. Alright. Gridania! Thankfully, the Leather Workers Guild is right next to a thing. Whoop. Boing! Nice. Who doesn't just walk on fences like a cool person? If you don't walk on fences, I'm sorry, you're just not a cool person. Oh, I almost fell off, but I didn't. That's how cool I am. That's how you can tell I'm super cool. Ah, T'Challa, the woman who would single-handedly revive the scholarly arts. Alright then, show me what you've got. Master Rose's work is marvelous, as to be expected. This will be a pleasure. Nice. She's working. Go, lady, go! There you go. One pair of fine, fingerless buffalo leather gloves. Perfect for the scholar who prefers that her protection does not come at a cost to dexterity. Oh, the boots? Belly will see to those. He's an expert cordwainer, so you needn't worry about the quality. Besides, I've already spoiled you by making your gloves for free. I mean, to be fair, this place, she is kind of crazy about her stuff, so, like, I am amazed. There we go. You're the scholar, yes? I've been instructed to assist you. If you'd please let me see Master Rose's work. There you go. Craftsmanship is amazing! I cannot wait to get started. There he goes! He's even got the little, like, shoe stand. There you are, madam. Made with the finest boar and buffalo leather, in accordance with Alka-Zolka's designs, which are very impressive, I must say. You must be dying to see the completed set. I know I would be, had I gone to such great lengths. You ought to surprise him by wearing the garments when next you meet him. Wear your items. There you go. I did it. I'm wearing the things, and now I don't have the schoolgirl socks, so I don't look like a creep. Right, NOSCEA. Back to NOSCEA. There we go. Boop. And I always forget Marauder's gear. Boing. By the gods, I feel as though I've been transported backwards through time. You're the very image of the Nemean scholars of Eld. Well, minus the gown, but still, never in my wildest dreams did I think it would turn out this well. Ha! I see you approve of as well, little one. Suffice it to say, we can consider this a great success. Daiseko! So what do you remember, Eos? Literally nothing. Are there even abilities that we get? Fey Illumination. Okay, so 40 was Fey Illumination. And then Ether Flow and Energy Drain were we can use. So Ether Flow, in this case, we can't use it in combat. I mean, we can't use it out of combat, but Ether Flow restores us, but also gives us 3 stacks. You can see on the little 3 bars, the 3 little bubbles. While summoners used Ether Flow to use, what was the ability? They used an ability called Fester. Ours is a little different. We can use Energy Drain, which will absorb HP and MP. And also Lustrate, which is essentially our instant cast cure. It's about the same as a Cure 2, but it's instant and it's off global. So you can use an Adlo and then immediately into a Lustrate and keep a person up really high. Back in the day, Lustrate actually didn't just heal 600 potency, it actually healed a flat 25% health. So if you had 2 scholars in a group, then you could just spam Lustrate over and over. One scholar would use Lustrate on the tank, and then the other scholar would use their Lustrates on the tank, and you could just bypass any like mechanics you wanted as long as you kept the 3 Lustrates prepared and in each 60-second window of Ether Flow. It was absolutely insane, and that's why they had to change it. There you go, that's the secret. I forgot to mention that while I was waiting your return, I made considerable progress on deciphering my Nemean tablets. Much of what I've learned until now has pertained to the roles of scholars within the military. However, these latest texts offer insight into a scholar's activities during times of peace as well. As you can imagine, they were not the sort to let their restorative magics go to waste. One particularly stirring account, it describes their selfless efforts to combat the spread of a virulent plague which at one point threatened to engulf all of Nim. Naturally, they did so with the aid of their fairies, which is why I believe that similar acts of charity may serve to further awaken your winged companion. If you are of a mind to test my theory, why not journey to Camp Bronze Lake? You'll find no shortage of the sick and wounded there. Rukusa Farusa would doubtless welcome your services were you to offer them. He presides over the Warm Wine Sanatorium, so be sure to have a word with him if you decide to go. Alright, sounds good. When we aren't fighting people, we're healing them. That makes sense. Why not? It would suck if we just sat there, or if we just used our abilities only for ourselves and not just tried to heal people when we have healing abilities. I'm not a Charlie's not a terrible, horrible person. She just likes money. And maybe if someone donates a little money on the side, that's not a problem. Hello and welcome to Bronze Lake. If you desire treatment, oh, pardon, you want to administer treatment? Are you even qualified to... Wait, you must be T'Challa, the scholar. We're happy to accept any assistance you can provide. I'm told you possess magics which can cleanse the body of toxins, impurities, and maladies. At the present, we have 5 patients visiting the springs who would benefit from this care. Pray attend to these individuals and return to me when finished. Sounds like a plan. A short-breathed invalid. Are you here to help me? I don't know what's wrong. I just can't. Don't worry, I got this. My lungs, I can breathe again. Bless you, miss. Bless you. The fairy is straining to remember. Try taking a wound sometime, lass. Sure, it hurts like hell at first, but then you get to drink away the pain. Not if I have anything to do with it. What the? Why'd you have to go and do that? Oh, bugger. Now they'll take my wine away. The fairy is straining to remember. A wan-faced invalid. Oh, that's no good. What's wrong with me? My wounds have closed, but I still feel so weak. Don't worry, sir. It must be some part inside. What did you do? You took something from me. Something bad. I don't know what you did, but I'm glad you did it. Thank you. The corruption lingers? What the? What is this? Oh, that's no good. Oh, yeah. That guy was always difficult for me to find a way to get to. I just eventually just jumped down to him. I think there's a way you can get up here. No? See, it's like, how the crap are you supposed to get up here without just jumping down from above? Also, look at all these sexy cat girls. Care to join us? It appears we've been discovered, ladies. Sexy cat girls want you to join them in a bath. My arm ain't been the same since Cotno. Curgent says the flesh is willing, but the spirit is weak. I say he's a superstitious git. I'd say you're about right. Take that. What? What's this warmth? Did you do that? Thank you, whoever you are. You're whelks. You know what, fine, I'll just ride the falcon up because I ain't going around. Heavy-eyed invalid. Can't sleep. Mama will eat me. Can't sleep. Mama will eat me. Let's get those night terrors out of your mind. You've set me free. I no longer feel his eyes upon me. Oh, geez, that corruption again. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. What you did for those patients was nothing short of miraculous. Their commanding officers will be pleased to hear they can return to active duty. You and Alcazolka are my deepest thanks, T'Challa. Treating the invalids has rekindled the fairy's memories. Getting closer. T'Challa. Rakusa Farusa tells me that your potent magics exceed all expectations. Of course, because I'm the best. Eos too, I guess. Had a good time, did ya? Thought you might. It warms my heart to see the two of you making such great strides, and it reminds me that I must work harder to see that I'm not left behind. For the nonce, I will resume deciphering the Nemean tablets. Though they have yielded an immense quantity of information on the scholarly arts, I remain confident that they will contain an equally impressive wealth of tactical information. And so now we're gonna get lustrate. Sorry, I forgot. Here it comes. Because it was the level 45. There it is. Lustrate! Back in the day, you would get this instead. Sacred Soil at 45. And like... Actually, you got Sacred Soil at like level 40 back in the day. It was so good. I love Sacred Soil. I kind of am angry that you get Lustrate first because most scholars don't even know how to use Sacred Soil anymore because because at that point they just think, oh well, Lustrate is the instant cast, the saving thing, when a Sacred Soil, which makes it so every hit is 10% less damage. Like, that'll make it so that you don't have to lustrate them in the first place, but of course no one cares about that. Whatever. T'Challa, you must come with me at once. Another Tonberry has emerged from Wanderer's Palace. A traveling peddler caught sight of the fiend and fled to Camp Bronze Lake. Once again, it falls to the Marauders Guild to find it and slay it. This time, we will hunt the Tonberry in greater numbers, so we might surround it and cut off all avenues of escape. I have not forgotten our previous attempt to slay one of the foul creatures, nor have you, I trust. I have your assurances that you'll keep your fairy in line this time, yes? Then let us make for Camp Bronze Lake at once. Our comrades have already departed, and I do not wish to fall behind. We will rendezvous with them at the same place we battled the first Tonberry. Sounds like a plan. Let's absolutely beat the crap out of some evil Tonberries. More water. The Beast Within. What is this? A warrior quest? Oh boy, a fight. Thank the gods you've come, T'Challa. Any later and we would have had to proceed without you. Yeah, I know. I was taken, fashionably late, as you can see. Tonberry appears to be in some sort of trance and is oblivious to our presence. Oh, hey, the other Marauders are here. Is everyone ready? Let's do this. Oh, geez, he still has that rancor around him. Excellent. Remember, we must surround the fiend. It cannot be allowed to flee. My son, my dear son, stay away. I cannot. What the? He ran away. Damn it, not again. It seeks sanctuary inside the Wanderer's Palace. Come, let us follow and finish this once and for all. Never mind, sorry, that was a joke. A stupid joke. It's time for me to do what has to be done by me and help my brother to defeat the enemies. Yeah! Do not dally, T'Challa. We need your magics. I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh, so many. Oh no, everyone's hurt. Well then, let's use some Art of War. What the? Rancor Flame? They were invincible. I couldn't hurt them. What does this mean? Alka-Zolka! Did it escape? Oh geez, more tonberries. What is this flame? They're immune to my attacks. Oh, there's some more back in that way. Die. Die! Oh, jeez. If these are invincible and I can't kill them, then jeez, I gotta keep Alka-Zolka safe. Take that, vile fiend! Ugh, more! What the? A fetid fairy? Oh, jeez, this isn't looking good. Alka-Zolka! Oh no! Vulnerability up? That's no good. Better Asuna that immediately. He's trying to run! Get back here! Everyone's grudge! Oh no, that's no good. Tonberry Wanderer uses everyone's grudge. We've got to stop him before he can destroy us! Get out! Our rage, our rancor! Oh jeez, that doesn't look good! Ah! The grudges! Ah! The grudges! Ah! Again? Why do you protect this demon? Wait a minute. I think I understand. He didn't steal a person's mortarboard. Have you gone mad? The thing is a monster. It must be put down. Or perhaps we need to heal him. The Rancor, Lily, my son! Why are you here? Who has summoned you? Lily? Is that the name that you gave this fairy? Then Nim. Nim is no more? 1,500 years. Can it truly be so? I was Surito Carito before the sickness from the sea transformed me. The traders, they were the first. As their ears and noses began to atrophy, their limbs grew shorter, and their skin... You mean... they were... We scholars tried to halt the spread, tried to find a cure, but in time we too fell ill. Sympathy turned to fear, and fear into anger. Monsters, they called us. Abominations! Then you were once a man? Not just a man. He was a Lalafell. They sealed the sick within the temple with magics, tried to drown us, tried to forget us. Though our bodies had been changed, our minds remained intact. They never forgot the horror that had been done to them. But within every man lurks a beast. When those whom you call kin deny you, come to hate and despise you. I too succumbed to the rancor until you reunited me with Lily, my dearest son. Long has my mind been clouded with hatred, but by the resplendent light of Lily, at long last I am free. Oh, Alcazolka. He needs a hug. A vision of before, when he was a Lalafell. I nearly killed him! Thank the gods the fairy stopped me! I wonder, did she know it was Cerrito from the beginning, or was it only... In any case, she has regained a good portion of her memories, if not all of them, I suspect. Well, if you'll excuse me, I need to take some time to put my thoughts in order and decide how I might explain this to the Axemaster. See, this is another reason why I kind of like using Selene instead, because apparently Eos is just Lily, and I want to take Lily from Cerrito Carrito. So there we go, I got Selene instead. I came expecting to fight one Tonberry, not a whole bloody mess of them. If it wasn't for you and your flying friend, I reckon we'd not have left there alive. Gotta say, you and Elka make a great team. Shame there ain't more of you scholarly types around, 'cause I could use a partner like you. Take care, Chichale. So, wait a bleeding moment. That Tonberry used to be a scholar like you. So, does that mean you'll turn into one of them if you keep slinging the spells? Or did I misunderstand what he said back there? Oh, hell's with it. Oh, man. Am I going to become a Tonberry? Oh, man. On the one hand, pretty cool. On the other hand, Mom would kill me. Oof. Can't decide. Oh. Cerrito Carrito. That the traditions of my people have not been lost to the ages is of great comfort to me. I do not know how the soul crystal came into your possession, but I am glad that it did, for the sickness robbed me not only of my body, but of Lily as well. The soul of the scholar no longer resonates with my ether. I cannot summon her. Only you can. Only you are fit to wield the magics now. Here, a gown as befits a scholar of your standing. I bequeath it to you, along with the knowledge of sacred soil, my most versatile art. I cannot thank you enough for purging the rancor from my heart, but there are still countless others who have yet to see the light. I cannot abandon them to their fate. I will not. And so I bid you farewell, Chichale. Carry on our traditions with pride. Yeah! Cerrito Carrito has bequeathed you with knowledge of a new art. This concludes the Scholar Quest of a Realm Reborn! John, let's get it equipped. There we go. Now that is a scholar. Yeah! Nice. And then you got the little cute little potion bag. Then you gotta put your logs for remembering how to fight it. Oh my gosh, I have the hiccups. I'm so sorry. Which means we're probably gonna have to stop here really soon before I hiccup you to death, or I hiccup myself to death, or everyone hiccups explosions to death. He is a gentle Lala and a scholar. He is. Cerrito Carrito is amazing, and that's why a lot of people really like Tonberries in this one. They're really cool and awesome. Oh, it's still raining here too. That's okay, no worries. Well then, we'll keep going, next time, we'll keep going with, what was it, Stormblood Part 1 on Colossa. Chale will be done for a while. Probably for a long while, actually. At least until the end of Stormblood Part 2. And then we can probably eventually end up doing, what was it? Summoner Heavensward and Summoner Stormblood at that point. And then you'll see what happens then. Woo! Sounds exciting. But for now, all right. Well, we'll talk about that another time. I nearly forgot to make the joke. Thank goodness you didn't forget, because that was a pretty good one. That is basically who we are, a gentle Lala and a scholar. And then we can tell ourselves, oh my gosh, these sugar cubes are going to melt in this rain. This is the worst. Also, Selene looked like a bug for a sec. I'm telling you, we need the raid. Anyway, one more time, thank you so much for coming around, you guys. I will see you, I will see you another time on Colossa. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you around. Bye-bye.